Hey guys, it's Doug here, and welcome to episode 4 in my Ironman progress video series. Now, I'm sorry in advance for this video probably sounding like crap, but my mic is not working right now, and it's just stuff I'll have to talk about a little bit later in the video. However, I know it's been quite some time since I made my last video, approximately 6 months, and I do apologize, but life has been smacking me in the face recently. I do now have a full-time job. I'm still in my band, which we're actually coming out with our EP soon, and I'll be sure to drop a link, in our descriptions and stuff like that. And also, you may not believe it, but I do have a girlfriend named Pamela Anderson, and so it's like everything in life has kind of been, occupying my time right now, and then in my off time I have been focusing mainly on Ironman goals, and I know a lot of you have watched my Zerker Progress video series and have enjoyed that, and unfortunately it's going to be discontinued for quite some time as I'm mainly focusing on Ironman. So now that I got all that out of the way, let's get on to the traditional progress video series shebang thingy majigger. As you can see, for levels I have achieved at least one or probably a lot more in a lot of them. Being that it has been 6 months, I do not have time to go over exactly how I've gotten this far, but as you can see, I have made quite a few little level progresses over the past video. For example, I've gotten 75 crafting for glories, I've gotten 76 magic, 84 range is a big one because it's my main combat style. And I actually think I'm going to build this account as more of a range tank than anything at first. So I'll be, the 100 something combat with like max range and defense, be pretty much unstoppable within the wilderness, and that's gonna be great. So other than the mad total level increase, my other notable goals as of this far have consisted of Barrow's gloves, a fire cape, Slayer helm, I did get it imbued for the 15% mage and range, and a Slayer ring. Oh, also glorious since, 75 crafting. These are some of the basic first starter goals, I'd go after as soon as you make an Ironman, because it just makes, the gameplay and, general stuff easier. And as you did see in my last episode, I did have full graceful and all that stuff already. So since then, I have pretty much achieved the best ways to travel around RuneScape, and that has set me up for this long-term goal I had, which I just now started, is medium clues. And thankfully last week they just updated the game to where you can actually get them from eclectic implings, making them extremely common. I mean, I did about 500 eclectic implings, I guess it's pronounced, in a little under a day, and did get probably 15 clues from that. It was pretty insane. Another noteworthy progress thing I've made is my player-owned house. I did achieve 67 construction and did get lucky enough after about 60 or 70 stews to build a gilded altar, so I can now train prayer a lot less effortlessly than a lot of people. I've been training it this way since 52 now, and I've gotten 61. So this is pretty efficient. Instead of grinding bones, doing the ectofunctus, as many other people struggle to do at this level. Also, if you take another look, I have all of the teleports in the house as well as a mounted glory, making it a lot easier to get around RuneScape in general. I know my house is kind of bare naked right now, but it's only filled with the necessities I need. Treasure chest for all the clue items that are going to hog my bank. Speaking of my bank, I just want to say that the bank organizing thing, the placeholder update, was probably one of the best updates to ever happen in RuneScape, being that I can now organize my bank in any way I want it to without having to get a second item for everything. So now I have my bank in quite a specific order that's maybe a little unique, I'm not sure. I sorted out with the currency first, then rares, of course, and then just other miscellaneous prayer, clue, or agile items, just things I use really common. My second tab is going to be my melee armor. Have it, ordered. Best is on top, followed by worst, and eventually to best, followed by prayer gear, and then Slayer gear. My food, I don't want to take the time to go over, but that's pretty much a quick run through of it. I do have quite a bit of monkfish, so I'm going to be good at Slayer for a while. My runes tab is probably my favorite tab still to this day, because I've organized all my runes in specific order. I have all the teleport jewelry, everything just how I want it. Mining tab, gems, smithing, and at the bottom we have crafting as well, so it's pretty much a big clusterfuck of those three skills up in here. Woodcutting / fletching and hunter tab. at Herblore and Farming. And then eventually we have just the giant clue slash quest slash miscellaneous item that I do not know what to do with folder. I do have wizard boots as a placeholder now because I've received 2 of them. I have one in the player-owned house. I did not have the balls to drop a second pair. So what's my current goal, you ask? Yes, well, I'm glad you did. My current goal actually is sort of like a short slash long-term goal. As I stated earlier, I'm doing medium clues for the grind. I didn't really mention what type of grind, but actually you might be thinking I'm going for ranger boots. I'm actually not. At the moment I'm going for a crozier. Could have any type, but I just need a crozier so I could do my hard clue and then eventually continue on with Slayer, which I was originally doing in the first place. Once I keep doing Slayer, I'm then going to get 85 combat, which I'm 82 right now, so I could finish my quest cape. After that, I'm probably going to start doing a grind on my lower skills eventually till I get to Wyverns, and then once I get to Wyverns, I'll start grinding Wyverns for their loots and range levels. Once again, guys, I do apologize for not keeping up with my series as intended. I know it's been 6 months approximately since I've recorded my last one, and I just want to mention for everyone who's stuck by, to everyone who continues with me, continues viewing my progress and how I just progress in life, I thank you guys. Without you, I wouldn't have the motivation to make videos every 6 months. However, I do plan, once I move out of my house and move into my new apartment, August 17th, I do plan to have a little gaming setup in which I would have a little bit more comfort and efficiency in making videos. Right now, as you can see, there's been a few different things you might have noticed. For example, I don't have my video up, and my mic quality sounds probably a little worse. It's because I don't have my little setup that I did anymore due to things moving around, stuff like that. So it is a little bit harder for me to make videos as well nowadays as me just being busy in general. But I do promise that once I do get into my apartment, once I start having time to myself and everything, I will continue making videos. Until then,